안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다. I'm Lou.
안녕하세요. 저는 리안입니다. I'm Lean.
Hey, we're doing another Youngtak video today.
Youngtak! Yeah.
Youngtak!
Youngtak. Unfortunately, not a Youngtak live performance. Just a
But,
Youngtak song.
but we are going to throw in something at the end of this. We're going to look at one of Youngtak's behind the scenes tech
Yes,
studio videos after. So we're still going to see Youngtak in person, but we're just
we
going to
are.
react to his lyrics.
We also want to say that we're trying something different because we're having so many problems with sound distortion when we live stream music. We are pre-recording and downloading videos beforehand. That's why this looks different. And you can tell as if the sound quality is better. But it does mean we can't have subtitles. So when we get to the videos after this, we're going to go back to live streaming and you'll hear a difference.
Yeah,
But we're
exactly.
just warning you, that's why it looks different.
It does. But yeah, so what we want to do today is we want to get through 2 songs from the Form album. We're doing this video and we're going to film another video for a later release. And so today we're going to be looking at Back Around by Youngtak on the Form album. We want to we'll put the lyrics up so that you can see them. And yeah, we're just going to listen and enjoy and listen to his voice, and then we're going to react to something fun. So
Yes. And before we move on, I want to address a comment on our last Youngtak video. It said that we had misspelled Youngtak in the subtitles. We had not. YouTube auto translates to Korean. We cannot speak Korean, and it was YouTube that generates those wrong spellings. All our spelling is right in English. It's not our fault. And we can't fix that because we can't write or speak or read Korean, so we don't even know which part of the subtitles it is.
yes. Okay, let's get into Youngtak's Back Around.
Back around. Okay. I'm kind of sad we're not going to watch them, and but okay.
No, we'll see him now. We'll see him in something else. Okay, let's do it.
아무 일 없었던 것처럼 세상은 그렇게 또 돌아가네.
Okay, take it back. Do you know something? Not watching him and only having him to listen to makes you appreciate his voice so much more.
Oh,
Like that just gave me stomach tingles. His voice is I always knew Youngtak had a good voice, but until you're not distracted by him performing and his charisma, you don't really listen. And I just realized Youngtak's voice is like what?
His voice is on another level. That hit me straight in the chest.
Yeah, I got like an instant oh.
That was so sexy. I'm sorry. That is
That's what it is. This is a sexy sounding song.
It is. I'm blushing.
Youngtak, what are you doing? We don't do sexy in this house.
You're making me blush, even, Youngtak. My God.
Louise's secret Youngtak crush cannot be contained in this video.
Lee's not going to give up until I admit to having a Youngtak crush.
Look, no. I seen your reply to a comment. You admitted it. You can't take that. And I'm even going to put it a screenshot right here that shows you admitted it.
Oh, maybe. I might have a little Youngtak crush. So.
Just a little.
A little.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Control your hormones. I'm about to play his voice again, okay?
겨울을 보낸 철새처럼 결국은 제자리로 돌아가네. 시침이 뚝 빼고 앉아있는 듯해 모두 잊은 듯이 나만 그 순간에 남겨진 것 같아. 잊혀진 어느 날 시간이 가면 다 지워지나요? 그 아팠던 마음까지도 걱정 마.
He's very good at delivering heart-wrenching feeling in this song. Yeah. It feels like, so we have the lyrics separate for those that obviously can see that we don't have them on screen. We've read them separate, and this song is about either a breakup or a death or being hurt by someone, and it's about moving on, about finding a way to move on and forgetting the past and feeling like the world keeps on turning, even though
Yeah.
you're stuck in this like moment of like disbelief. And yeah, it kind of comes through in his voice. Like he gives the right level of angsty but like hopeful. It's kind of both. It's kind of like a hurt song but a hopeful song and about walking into like better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. And it's like it's really tough subject matter to look at because you can feel the pain in it. Like even the title of it, Back Around, is trying to like get back around to life after dealing with some kind of tragedy or breakup or grief. And you can feel it. You can feel it in his voice, but his voice is so comforting at the same time. You know, it kind of makes you feel like a hug. It's just he's always a warm hug, but
Yeah, he's our warm blanket and our warm hug voice. He always will be.
But also
Uncle Youngtak. Even though we're the same age as you. Uncle Youngtak.
But also the other thing about it is like it like has a good beat to it as well. It's a song that's like actually makes you just it's like an enjoyable song to listen to, even though it's about difficult subject matter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's both a sad song but yet a hopeful song. It's a combination of the two. I'm eating my own hair. It's it feels like a very sad, melodic, but at the same time kind of uplifting.
It's got a slight like a R&B feel to it.
So, are you
ready?
Like it.
Yeah.
He's still overcome with flustered hormonal.
I did get goosebumps a few more times in that. That is really his voice is incredible. So.
내가 기억할게요. 우리 함께 했던 그날 그 순간은 멈추지 않는 시계처럼 오늘도 째깍째깍 돌아가네. 어디로 가는지 몰라도 여전히 난 이렇게 걸어가네.
A little bit smooth blues coming in. His voice is very silky in this song, and then in came that bit of saxophone from the 80s, and I was like, this is one of those songs you put on when you're trying to like Netflix and chill with some chick in it.
This is very it's very Kenny G.
Yes, Kenny G. I like it. Youngtak, you're showing the naughty side, even though that is not what this song is about.
It's so Kenny G. I had an ex-boyfriend who used to play that, like the Kenny G. He was like, no. You know, it definitely reminds me of that. So funny. I love it.
It was that sexy saxophone, that's what does it. It slides in there like a man sliding into your DMs.
Well, when you know Youngtak's got a special voice when he can compete and probably defeat a saxophone.
시침이 뚝 빼고 앉아있는 듯해 모두 잊은 듯이 나만 그 순간에 남겨진 것 같아 잊혀진 어느 날 시간이 가면 다 지워지나요 그 아팠던 마음까지도 걱정 말아요 내가 기억할게요 우리 함께 했던 그 모든 순간을
This sounds like an OST for a drama that you would watch.
It does. It does. His voice.
It sounds angsty but serious, a wee bit lovey, very melodramatic, but a wee bit sexy too.
It is, and also I love that all his music is always compositionally so strong. Like
it is. I was just listening to not just the saxophone there, but that It's like an electric guitar with a what do you call that bit where they move it up and down? What do you call that?
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
I know
talking
what you mean.
about? It's got a wee bit there. At first, I was like, "Is that a harp?" But then it's not like high pitchy enough. I think it's an electric guitar, but it's just so well done. It sounds so good with the saxophone.
It does. It's the
Ow.
balance is always so beautiful in his songs.
The man is a musician, and it
Yes.
shows.
It is.
Okay.
That was cool. He's
That
effortless.
song gives me the visuals of a sunset on a beach for some reason.
I actually had a vision of that of someone riding a horse on a beach.
I was getting like, remember the opening scenes to Baywatch with the sun coming down. What's wrong with us today?
I know. It reminds me of those 1980s, 1990s adverts, Palmolive
Yeah.
or something, where a girl's got like Timotei hair.
I
Like
think
long.
it's the saxophone that's done it. It's given us like the 80s vibes. Even though it's a good song, it's given us like all this nostalgic, like.
It does.
I tell you, he sounded really good when he was singing the little ad libs at the end there. Very,
Yeah. He's effortless. Like he can sing anything. He can sing anything. He's amazing.
can.
I love that. That was really cool. I love that song. The former album is really solid.
It
Like-
is. It's a good song.
Like every song we've listened to from the former album, we've enjoyed. So, like, I can't think of one song that I have not enjoyed. That's really cool.
Well, we haven't listened to them all yet.
No, that's true. We still got some to go.
And I'm still convinced myself that half his MMM album was on his former album, so I don't even remember what song is what.
We still got to get through the MMM album too. So
We do. Okay, so now we're going to watch Youngtak's Behind, which I think is the name of his YouTube channel vlogs. He calls them Behind. And this one says Arena and nothing else. Whatever that Korean is, we can't read it. So I don't know what this is. So yeah, let's watch some of Youngtak. Because we really missed seeing him while singing that song, so we have to do this.
we have to watch him live as well.
Okay.
Okay. I like that jacket. There should be English subtitles on here. There we go.
I should just add that now I have to fix my subtitles every time we do a video because YouTube has decided that I am either Korean or Chinese. Because it has now changed all of my subtitles to either Korean or Chinese, depending on what time of the day it is, and giving me Chinese adverts. Now in the breaks, we normally get Western related. Mine have all been Chinese for 3 days now.
That's funny.
I have no idea what they're saying, but they're definitely Chinese. But my subtitles are in Korean.
That's funny. I like that outfit. That's a really cool outfit.
Koreans just do fashion really well.
Oh,
like
they do.
know style and they're good at it.
He looks so good in suits as well.
That it's the belt. He's got the belt for it.
He does. Oh, that lavender's nice.
That hair is nice.
Oh, yeah, he looks good.
That's one thing East Asians do way better than Western men is dude's hair because they've got the right hair for it.
It's amazing. That's very BTS. They wear that same jacket. It's like a...
I'm pretty sure my gran had that jacket.
I like that jacket. It's like a
햄스터 아니야?
I was just thinking he kind of looks a bit like a big teddy bear.
아주 어렵습니다. 음악보다
It's more difficult than music.
잘 어울리세요. 아 멋있다. 이거 깔맞춤 이거 신으면 되겠네.
I like that jacket.
You would wear that jacket.
I would.
I like the way that the ties come out the back in those big holes.
Yeah.
Kind of
It looks like it wants to fight in the jacket.
왕처럼 나오셨어요. 약간 왕처럼.
야 아무도 없느냐?
He does look like a king.
cool. I like that jumper.
Yeah.
I actually have one similar to that. Pink is the colour, my man. If a man looks good in pink, Youngtak, that colour suits him.
It does. He might be a
Is it-
spring.
That's a good look.
오늘 전반적으로 후레쉬의 색깔을 다
어?
담고 있는.
개 중에 무슨 색을 제일 좋아하시죠?
아까 저
So
파란색.
I definitely think he's more of like a spring palette. Suits him better. That's what he's wearing now is more of winter, and it doesn't suit him as well as the pink did.
Yeah, that colour is not his colour.
No, the pink was definitely way better on him. That's a nice
Yeah.
cardi though, but like I prefer the pink on him. He looks good in everything, but I still like the pink.
Through all of this, though, he's still that fun-loving, easy-ozy, happy just to be doing his thing. He's so down to earth and humble. Like, he feels like he would just be a guy everyone gets along with.
Yeah, he seems really laid back. Like I think if he comes on set, you're not stressed with him.
Yeah.
You know that he's going to just go with the flow and fit in with everybody else, you know.
Definitely. Okay.
네. 묘한 디테일들이 다른 게 그 헬멧 모양이 살짝씩 달라요. 다 똑같은 게 아니고 1호기는 이렇게 수평이고 그다음에
What is he talking about?
이렇게 올라와 있고
눈썹처럼.
네, 그다음에 블루는
Why do they all look Power Rangers?
마스크맨의 로봇 이름은 그레이트 5.
그러니까 전기물 좋아하세요?
그 옛날 그 고전 로봇들 좋아해요.
Yeah, I also like
혈인이
classic
싶어.
robots.
Iron Man number 18?
저는 가오가이거 세대인데.
가오가 있고 그 다음이네. 저희
다음.
네. 옛날한 옛날에 다섯 아이가
I kind of want his jumper.
His jumper's nice.
It's more my colour.
Yeah, that would
Like-
suit you. That color would suit you.
That outfit is very K-drama main lead.
위나
명품.
이제 들었어요.
I would be very stressed if I was a makeup artist on these sets with actors and idols and stuff. Like even if I knew what I was doing, I would still be stressed
I've
touching
done it,
somebody else's
remember.
hair.
That was my job for a little while.
I know. I would still be stressed touching other people's hair. I don't know why I would. I don't know if
I
I could do
am
it. I think
Not
it's
the gentlest of makeup artists.
so Lean is that she's got like a history of being in that field of like she's done beauty and stuff. But she's very what's the word, heavy-handed. Even when she paints as an artist, she's way more heavy-handed than I am. She gets good results. We just do different things, like the way our styles are different. But she used to they used to put her in charge of waxing because she
And
wasn't.
massage. Hey, I tell you, I once had a client, right? I was doing makeup. I once had a client who was an elderly woman, very rich, had had a lot of professional makeup done. She was like somebody getting photographed. And she said to me, "Your touch is reassuring that you know what you're doing." She's like, "You're very firm and you're very confident. I feel like I'm in good hands."
But yeah, they used to put Lean in charge of waxing because she didn't care. She'd just be
Yeah.
like,
I will happily inflict pain on other people. My boyfriend says that I have no understanding of a gentle touch. Like, it's not within me. That I can't do gentle ever.
See, and I'm the opposite. I'm a people pleaser. So if I was doing those kind of jobs, I would stress with every client that I wasn't doing the best I could possibly do. It would be very stressful for me to be in that field. So
I have no qualms about inflicting pain on other people.
like just
Bring joy to my day.
just seeing the girl doing his hair gives me anxiety. I would be like, I would hate to be in her shoes because I'd be like, if I messed up Youngtak's hair, I would die.
See, the only part of that job that I didn't like was my impatience. See, when you get some really fussy clients who... I had a girl who was I think she was like an actress or something. She was one of those people that was a toucher. So while you're doing this with the eyeshadow and she's picking up your makeup brushes and she's like touching up bits you've done, that used to drive me crazy. Or the ones that dab things as you're doing it, or they use their phone and you're doing their face and they're like, while you're trying to work. My rage levels. I used to like put my hand over their head, yank their head about it, like, swear to God. Where the brushes would get suddenly harder into their face. Like, yeah, I do not have the temperament to deal with people because the rage, the anger, the violence would come out, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're putting that eyeshadow like a little deep." Oh, really? Maybe you should sit still then and stop moving. The psycho comes out in Lean. I did that job. I was fine with touching people. What I wasn't fine was not inflicting pain on people who didn't sit still. Youngtak looks good though. He looks like he's someone that just sits nice and does as he's told and does not deserve to be poked in the eye with a eyeshadow. I wouldn't have to rip his hair out at the roots or nothing. He just sits there like a good boy.
Oh, that's funny.
See, look, sits nice and perfectly.
He looks good.
He does.
아래서 나온 박영거 세 개.
Oh, nice shoes.
He looks so serious.
He does. We need some happy, smiling Youngtak photos.
What's funny is we've both also done this job. We've both had to do photo shoots.
Yeah, I've been...
You know how boring it is.
Yeah.
야인시대 느낌도 있고.
Yeah, dentistry. That's a nice suit.
That is. It's very classic CEO. K-drama CEO. The best dressed businessman in the whole of TV.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
눈동자가.
He's got such a good, nice smile.
야, 어떠냐? 야, 이거
I like the pink ones.
수정도 없이
Me
바로
too.
뽑았는데 너무 사진 너무 잘 찍어주셔가지고 아주 그냥.
And the big jacket.
형이 생각하는 거.
어?
The teddy bear jacket. The hamster jacket.
The hamster jacket.
I like the green ones too, actually. Even though that wasn't his best colour, they look good in the photo though.
They do.
이것도 좋고.
The
이게 완전
background.
나갔다. 좋고. 이것도 좋네.
It's easy to please.
모르겠네.
That'll be you. You're easy to please.
아, 어려워 옷이. 오늘 아레나와 함께한 시간이었습니다. 자, 뭐 인터뷰도 좋았고 촬영도 좋았고 다 너무 좋은 하루입니다. 자, 여러분들에게 10년에 날아갑니다. This is for you.
Oh. We do love Youngtak.
We do. That was cool. I like that. It was nice to see him do something else aside from singing on stage. So
It shows though that his charisma is with him at all times. Even when he's not performing, it's not like a fake act he puts on stage. That's his personality all the time.
Yeah. He's got like a little bit of an extroverted side to him. I think he's still introspective in lots of ways, but I think he's definitely got like an extroverted element to him of like he just likes people.
Yeah,
So,
he's also reached that age of maturity where he's comfortable in his own skin, and that
yeah.
gives you that mature confidence where you really don't give a crap about what people think. We're there. We've got to that stage where you're just like,
Exactly.
yeah, this is me. Take it or leave it. This is who I am. I
Exactly.
don't care.
Yeah, it is.
And
I
I
love it.
feel like that is like a very attractive thing.
Well, and I think also the fact that him like he's the same age as us makes us connect to him a little bit more as well, you know, in lots of ways. I just feel like he's a kindred spirit sometimes. So
That's your Youngtak crush talking.
Oh, anyway, that was good. I enjoyed that. We had a nice little like young tech session and we had
Yeah,
fun with all of that. And
we
we,
will. And we will do that with the next one, probably add on a little after of Youngtak's behind the scenes because, you know, we're not seeing him in a video singing, we're only hearing his song. And Lou getting all flustered and hormonal.
yeah, his voice in that was definitely like, whoo, he's got a hot voice. So
So if now I know if we go to Korea, if we manage to go to a Youngtak show, buying you a VIP backstage pass for a little meet and greet might actually get to see you pass out. That should be fun.
no, I just, what's the word? He's got some magic to him, put it that way.
Crushing on
I'm
Youngtak.
not, I'm not.
Crushing on Youngtak.
I'm not. I just think he's cute. Like, I just think he's got a lot of magic to him and
Hey,
charm.
I have seen the proof, don't even. Okay, so that was the Youngtak and what was it? It was Back Around? No.
Yes, back around.
Back Around. And then that was Arena from his behind vlogs. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell us what you think of the song. Did you also get 80s, 90s Baywatch vibes with some Kenny G? Or did you get something else entirely? Hope you enjoyed that video and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Annyeong.